Tonight, with more mass shootings in the headlines, President Biden announcing new restrictions on guns.
This is an epidemic, for God's sake, and it has to stop.
The president unveiling a series of executive actions, including directing the Justice Department to draft model red flag laws, which allow courts to temporarily bar someone who's viewed as a danger to themselves or others from accessing guns, and directing the DOJ to propose rules to stop the proliferation of so-called ghost guns, homemade firearms assembled from kits that do not have traceable serial numbers. In 2019, a shooter using a ghost gun opened fire at a California high school, killing 2 children, including Brian Muehlberger's 15-year-old daughter, Gracie.
She knew how to make people laugh. She was my little jokester. And to have that empty seat at the dinner table is just, it's unbearable.
A gun owner himself, he called today an important step. This is personal for you.
Yes, it very much is. I don't want any parent to go through what we've gone through over the last year and a half.
Still, some gun control advocates fault the president for breaking his campaign promise to submit gun legislation on day one. Today, the president calling on Congress to act.
Enough prayers. Time for some action.
But many Republicans slamming the president for going around Congress with executive actions, which they say undermine the gun rights of law-abiding citizens.
It's no surprise that a liberal president would start looking at more gun control. But I can tell you it's not going to make us any safer. It just infringes on our Second Amendment rights. It infringes on law-abiding Americans who exercise that right lawfully every day.
Kristen, what specifically is the president asking Congress to do on guns?
He wants the Senate to pass 2 bills that expand background checks. Meanwhile, the president nominated David Chipman to be the first permanent director of the ATF in 6 years. Chipman will likely face criticism from Republicans for his support of tougher gun measures.
Thanks for watching our YouTube channel. Follow today's top stories and breaking news by downloading the NBC News app.